Well, welcome to round 3 of NCW All-Stars B Block. I'm your host, your general manager, your commentator for the evening, Neo Extreme, and we are coming to you live once again from Dallas, Texas, as we continue to find out who will represent B Block in the All-Stars Championship Finals and become the #1 contender for the undisputed title at NCW Chaos Mania 2, as we are kicking things off with Kajiri versus Jeez. Both men currently on 0 points. Over the last 2 rounds, they have yet to win. Kajiri losing to, I believe, Frankie Stevens and Bruce Coleman. Last week he lost via submission. Jeez, on the other hand, he has also lost to Frankie Stevens in round 2 and Hiroshi Tanahashi in round 1. So it will be interesting to see who will earn 2 points in this opening contest. We move on to see Seth Goldman taking on Kaz. Kaz currently 2 points up. Seth Goldman currently one of the 4 who reign supreme over the top of the food chain. That's right, Seth Goldman is 2-0 in the All-Stars tournament, defeating, I believe it was Andreas Gonzalez in round 1, Andy Cox in round 2. Will he be able to add 2 more points and put himself ahead of the pack? Or will Kaz catch up and earn himself 2 extra points? Moving on, next we got Bruce Coleman versus Loki Suzuki. Both men on 3 points after last week. Both men scoring submission wins. Meaning that they are currently right behind the pack with 3 points. The winner of this match could earn themselves 3 points if they win via submission again and move up to the head of the pack, or at least tied if any of the current 4 win a match tonight. But if none of them win, that means one of these 2 men could be at the top of the food chain. Moving on, next we got another man on 4 points, Christian Rainey taking on Andreas Gonzalez, currently on 0 points. Gonzalez looking for his first 2 points at the expense of Christian Rainey's 2-0 streak in the All-Stars tournament. But of course the King Shooter himself looking to shoot straight for the gold and keep that undefeated streak going as he looks to take over the top of the runnings. And next we got the ace of New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi, taking on the Soul Man of Death Club, Cody Simmons. So far Cody Simmons has yet to pick up a victory, but something over the weekend may have changed. Something may have relit that spark that we haven't seen in Cody Simmons in quite some time. Perhaps today is the day of a new Cody Simmons. We don't know, but Hiroshi Tanahashi knows what he's got. He knows what's brought him to the dance, and he knows how to continue with that momentum. And Hiroshi Tanahashi could pick up another 2 points, or perhaps 3 if he's got a submission in the bag. We'll find out in our 5th match. Moving on, we got Frankie Stevens, the 3rd, who is currently running 1st place. Frankie Stevens, pretty much a last-minute replacement, but he has definitely proven himself so far, defeating Kajiri in round 1 and then defeating Jeez in round 2. But can he defeat the Aerial Assassin in round 3? We're gonna have to find out. That's right, Ospreay beat Tanahashi last week. Nice. So Ospreay's up 2 points. And then in our main event, we got a rivalry renewed. DJ Young, the X Factor, taking on the Prince of Madigar, Andy Cox. DJ Young currently 4 points. Andy Cox currently 2 points. Both men former light heavyweight champions. So it will be one for the ages. After all, I think they're one. Well, last time they fought in the All-Stars tournament, Andy Cox picked up the victory. And then Andy Cox went on to take the light heavyweight title from DJ Young. DJ Young returned the favor, took the title back, and then they settled it all with DJ Young overcoming Andy Cox, but DJ Young, he has grown since then. And we may see the fruits of that growth in our main event. Unless Andy Cox has something up his sleeve. We don't know. I mean, you don't get the Prince of Mardi Gras name for being normal. So, we'll find out who is going to walk out of our main event with 2 extra points. But we move on with our first match to see who finally earns himself 2 points. Here we go, opening contest of round 3 for the B block. And here comes the Japanese monster, Kajiri. However, so far he has yet to prove the monster title. Because so far he is 0-2 in this tournament. Round 1 he lost to the ladies man Frankie Stevens. Round 2 he lost to Bruce Coleman via submission. But he still is a former hardcore champion, and at any moment he can flip the switch and come back in a big way. Tonight may be that night. But he does have to go up against the former United States champion, a powerhouse in his own right. Representing the Street Kings, his name is Jeez. And Jeez looks ready. After taking a breather over that weekend, he has finally possibly refocused himself. His first defeat came at the hands of Hiroshi Tanahashi, and then round 2, defeat at the hands of Frankie Stevens. Both men knows what it's like to lose to the ladies man. Not to mention they lost to back-to-back matches. I mean, Frankie Stevens beat Kajiri in the main event of round 1. And then defeated Jeez in the opening contest of round 2. Look at the focus on both these men's faces. They are ready. There's the time limit, 20 minutes. So far we've seen nobody get close to that time. But either way, if any matches hit that 20-minute marker, that means we will end in a draw and both men will receive 1 point. As G's rolling senton over the top rope. Big man can fly. And now looking for a straight jacket, possibly a DDT. But Kajiri able to get out of harm's way. And now looking for a straight jacket powerbomb. Oh, and plants G's into the ground with such power, such force. As Kajiri, there he goes. Release suplex, slam, and now going up to the top rope. Kajiri looking to pull out everything. Oh, big top rope senton. Tries for a kick to the back. G's able to avoid, but back elbows knocking him away. But G's pops him up and delivers that big right hand punch. But Kajiri didn't even bat an eyelash at that. Sure, he went down, but he got straight back up. Now, collision there. G's taking control here. Back suplex. And the big man kicking up, whatever. And now begins the ground and pound style. Heavy shots, hard elbows. Kajiri had no choice but to cover up there. And G's continuing the assault. G's picking Kajiri up now. Irish whip over the top rope. G's taking him down to the ground. Could G's really be thinking of flying here? Tick, tick, tick. Nope, G's doesn't look like he's ready to fly. Kajiri back into the ring now. Oh, and a Hurricanrana taking advantage of the misstep from G's. Oh, and a right hand knocking him down. Kajiri looking to take the advantage from the mistake of G's. Oh, but a failed drop, and now G's looking. Reverse chokeslam. Oh, face first into the ground for Kajiri. And G's continuing that punishing onslaught to the head of his Japanese foe. With these sharp elbows, luckily for the padding. Or he may break his elbow on the face of Kajiri. And here we go, back into the ring. G's on the hunt. Kajiri getting dragged middle of the ring. G's looking for the cover. One. Only a 1 count. As G's looking to continue the damage, but Kajiri back to one knee, back to his feet. And a big forearm. Here he goes, looking, running running power slam into the corner. Oh, and into the ring. Kajiri showing off that power, able to lift someone as heavy as G's. Oh, and G's able to duck the first spinning kick, but not the second. He goes down to the ground. G's now looking to crawl away. Kajiri shot to the back. German suplex. Nearly folding him in half. Kajiri now coming off the ropes. Senton. But is the Japanese monster done yet? Hooks the head. Forearm to the back. As G's up against the ropes, throws him over. Oh, and a big forearm. G's springboard spear. Or slingshot spear, I should say. Now G's Irish whip into the corner. Kajiri in trouble. Oh, big right hand from G's going outside the ring onto the ring apron. No, he's looking to punish Kajiri. Here he goes, superplex to the outside. And that could be it for Kajiri. All G's has to do is get him back in the ring. Fans are chanting, this is awesome. As G's drops the elbow right to the spine of Kajiri. And back into the ring we go. G's quickly rolling him over, quickly going for that pin. Can he score it? 1, 2. No, Kajiri able to kick out. G thought he had him. Took maybe a little bit too long on the outside. And look at that, G's now measuring Kajiri. And here he goes, big roundhouse kick. But G's not done. Picks him up again. Kajiri wakes up. And G's now looking for a roll-up pin. Can he score it? 1, 2. G's nearly stealing one from Kajiri. Nearly taking those 2 points. Here we go, looking snapmare counter. Tries for a kick. Oh, nails him with a drop kick. Kajiri looks spent. Tried to crawl away, no luck there. Pulled back to his feet. Oh, roundhouse kick. Much like before, ducked the first, got him with the second. G's now looking to get back to his feet. Oh, and a reverse DDT. G's now leg trip. Surviving whatever Kajiri had planned, goes for the cover. 1, 2. Kajiri able to kick out. As G's now has the leg scissors locked around the neck, but no. Kajiri able to escape. And here he goes, neck breaker. Could that be it for G's? No, G's able to get back to his feet. Backdrop to Kajiri, tries for a kick. The Japanese monster trying to survive here. Same with G's. Reversal after reversal. Oh, and G's gets his jaw jacked. Now Kajiri looking. for a brainbuster. And that could be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Kajiri finally picks up 2 points after a great opening contest with G's. This match could have gone either way. But ultimately, in the end, after the dust settled and all was said and done, Kajiri was able to hit that brainbuster from seemingly nowhere and was able to score the 2 points as he looks to move on to the 4th round with huge momentum on his side. There we go, next match. Some people with actual points in this one. Not to mention one fighting for the leaderboard, for the top of the leaderboard, I should say. Looking to be the first man in Block B to win 6 points. But of course he's got to get through the Australian heavyweight. I'm talking about the former cruiserweight champion, the leader of the Kings of Darkness, Seth Goldman. And round 3 in A block, Andy Reid's finally taking the top of the table on 7 points. Seth Goldman looking to catch up, looking to follow him to the top of the table. The Kings of Darkness looking to rule over all. Seth Goldman, former hardcore champion, former alpha tag team champion, looking to add undisputed champion to his name. Not to mention, looking to add Mr. All-Stars 2018 to his name. Last year he wasn't in the first All-Stars tournament. But of course, that doesn't mean anything to this man. What he wants is everything to Reid, Seth Goldman, whether that be the undisputed title or the All-Stars title. Look at him, look at that focus. Not to mention the Kings of Darkness ruling over the tag team division while he is currently involved with the All-Stars tournament. But of course, I don't think Seth Goldman has had to deal with anyone with the explosive style like Kaz brings to a fight. This man can hit you in the face and then plant you into the ground seconds later. That is why he has won. He won a huge match in round 1 in 4 minutes against Loki Suzuki. No, that was round 2 that he lost to Loki Suzuki. But he was able to defeat Bruce Coleman in 4 minutes in the first round, in the first match, no less. This is possibly the biggest opportunity Kaz has had since coming to NCW. Of course, he has challenged for the Alpha Championship, the United States title, the Hardcore title. He was involved with the King of the Ring Championship, making it all the way to round 4. I think it was round 4 or round 5. Either way, if he can continue picking up victories, he may find himself in the main event of Chaos Mania. But of course, he's got to pick up more than 2 points at a time, especially when you got submission experts like Loki Suzuki, Bruce Coleman running around. Even if you can defeat them, it doesn't exactly mean everybody else can defeat them. But here we go. The Emperor of Darkness taking on the Australian heavyweight. And here we go. Locking up middle of the ring. Kaz using his overbearing power to push Seth Goldman into the corner. Of course, Seth Goldman did put on weight since his time being a cruiserweight. But Kaz still outweighs him, outpowers him. Seth Goldman is known for his striking ability, but showing off a little bit of power there with that suplex. Here we go, Irish whip now off the rope. Oh, tries for a mushroom stomp by the looks of things. Now looking exposed suplex, but Kaz able to catch him and hit him with that suplex. Now Kaz controlling Seth Goldman on the ground. You can't get that black to gold roundhouse kick if Seth Goldman's currently on his back. And look at that, straight power, able to capture Seth Goldman no matter how far he was able to get away from him. But Goldman, big reversal there, here he goes, big knee, kicks, elbows, cuts him down and a knee strike across the side of the head. And look at that, Seth Goldman just showing nothing but chill. As Kaz up against the rope, Seth Goldman now. Ooh, oh, turned it into a cutter. Seth Goldman trying to play mind games with Kaz here, but that's not working. Seth Goldman looking to scoop him up. Kaz too heavy to control there. And here we go, back suplex. Back and forth match so far. And Kaz now has Seth Goldman right where he wants him. Puts him up, hangs him up on that top rope to dry. Here we go, looking to go after that leg. Looking to damage Seth Goldman's greatest weapon. Before Irish whipping him into the corner. The Emperor of Darkness in trouble here. Kaz full head of steam, big right hand. The Aussie strike. And Seth Goldman is out on his feet, or was. Looking DDT, Kaz, beautiful counter. And now Seth Goldman in trouble. Kaz looking to put him away. Oh, there it is, the Aussie slam. And that could be it. Kaz looking to break the streak. Looking to break the time limit once again. He could have had that match done in nearly 2 minutes, but no. Seth Goldman is a survivor. You can't have people like Manhunter, like Trevor Lee White, like Andy Reid following you if you lose in less than 3 minutes. And now looking for the single leg Boston Crab, but too close to the ropes. Kaz able to have that broken up for him. Oh, looking bicycle knee, countered. Elbow right to the knee. But Seth Goldman, big counter. Oh, and a double stomp right to the midsection. And now the Emperor of Darkness looking to fly. And here he goes, looking moonsault. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Kaz able to kick out. Seth Goldman nearly had the record broken. There we go, looking snap man, maybe a cutter, who knows. Kaz able to stop him. Knee to the face. But there's the snap there that possibly that he could be looking for, and there's a triangle grip on the arm. Look at that, just wrenching back. That's got to be painful for Kaz, but Kaz able to break the grip with a one well-placed shot with his free hand. Kick to the midsection. Seth Goldman, knee to the gut. Looking for another cutter, but counter. And Kaz just throwing the former Cruiserweight champion across the ring. And if he hits this, it could be all over for Seth Goldman. Here he goes. But the Aussie slam for a second time. That could be it for Seth Godman. Kaz dragged him. Is that too much time spent? 1, 2, 3. No. Seth Godman able to kick out, hanging on to that 4 points. The possibility of making 6. Seth Godman, perfect counter there. Looking to put him up against that rope. What's he thinking here? Big clothesline. Possibly needing that breather. After all, Kaz has taken Seth Godman to the absolute limit so far. Oh, and a solid kick right to the gut. Kaz in trouble here. Irish whip for Seth Godman into the corner. And tosses him out of the ring once again. Diving to the other side of the ring. Seth Godman, full head of steam, charges through. Looking for a tornado DDT. And Seth Godman looking to get Kaz back in the ring, looking for that cover off the tornado DDT, but maybe not. Looking for a clubbing shot to the back of the knee instead. Before going in for the cover, rolls him far enough away from the ropes, making sure the arms can't, or the hands can't grab the bottom rope, but Kaz had to kick out. Seth Godman just tweaking that neck. Looking to do damage here. Seth Godman now looking to scoop him up. Kaz able to get out of harm's way. There he goes, scooping up Seth Godman now. Elbow to the nose. Oh, caught that kick. Roundhouse kick to the back of the head. Kaz hit that bottom rope hard. And here we go, Seth Godman looking for the Nightmare Javelin. Could that be it? Seth Godman doesn't think so. Kaz, counter, fireman's carry. There he goes, Irish whip now into the corner. Seth Godman in trouble here. Oh no, perfect counter. And Seth Godman, gold to black, connects with the face of Kaz, and that could be it. Looking for the cover. Will he make 6 points? 1, 2, 3. No. Kaz able to kick out because Seth Godman had to drag him away. But where is Seth Godman going now? What could he be thinking? There he goes. Springboard knee strike. Is that enough to put Kaz down? Bicycle knee, straight to the jaw. Seth Godman, cutter. Now looking to take a little bit of a breather. Kaz looks like he's out of it. One good, well-timed reversal could turn it all around, especially if Seth Godman is wasting time like this. And Kaz back to his feet, help thanks to the rope, using that power game, and oh, perfect slam there. Looking for the cover. 1, 2. No, Seth Godman able to kick out. Kick to the back. Kaz now picking him up. Try to kick to the gut. Another roundhouse kick. And Kaz bounced off that top rope neck first. The Australian heavyweight in trouble, able to roll away there. Oh, gold to black, connects for a second time. Kaz tried to grab him. Seth Godman moved out of the way, and Kaz left himself wide open to be kicked in the jaw for a second time, but much like the first, Kaz able to kick out. Seth Godman didn't have the right ring awareness. As Seth Godman now looking to go second rope, drops the forearm, dropped the elbow, but nobody home. This has been an amazing match thus far. And here we go, back suplex. As Kaz has his second win now. These two warriors have been going for 10 minutes. And Kaz thinking that's long enough, looking to end it here. Here he goes, up into the vertical suplex. And look at that stall, and here he comes crashing down, and that could be it for Seth Goldman. Kaz hooks the leg, 1, 2, 3, no. Able to kick out. Kaz can't believe it. These two men literally hitting each other with everything they've got. Oh, big elbow right to the forehead. Kaz blinded there. DDT out of desperation. There he goes, bicycle knee once again. Down goes Kaz. Seth Goldman, for a man who almost came close to defeat, seems pretty sure of himself that this will be the end. There we go, Kaz has him right where he wants him. Around and round he goes, just dumped him into the ground with that airplane spin crash. And once again trying to break that knee now. Kaz in trouble. Seth Goldman reverse DDT. And here he goes looking. T-bone suplex. Kaz now in trouble. Big elbow strike there from Seth Goldman. And Seth looking to tweak the neck. There's a time looking to tick past 12 minutes. Slap to the face. Bicycle knee. Seth Goldman go. He can feel the energy. And look at this, this is pure mockery. Picks him up with 1 foot, and there's the gold top black for a 3rd time. Will that be it? 1, 2, 3, and after what a match, what a war. But ultimately, in the end, Seth Goldman defeats Kaz for an extra 2 points to put him at the top of the table. There you saw the Nightmare Javelin, but not enough to keep Kaz down. Look at that. I think that was the first of 3 gold to blacks. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Like Kaz able to get that shoulder up. These two men hit each other with everything they had. But ultimately, in the end, the Emperor of Darkness reigns supreme tonight. In a 12-minute classic. Congrats to Seth Goldman, but great job to Kaz. We saw how far he was willing to go for those 2 points. Here we go. Submission expert versus submission expert, as we got the superior athlete Bruce Coleman making his way to the ring, a former United States champion, a former hardcore champion. With Bruce Coleman looking to take his spot at the top of the table if he can win via submission tonight, currently on 3 points. And if he can win tonight, that would put him up to 6 if he can score by submission. Even by pinfall, that would still put him up on 5 points. Which would put him 1 point behind Seth Goldman. But the question is, can he do it? Can he tap out Low-Ki Suzuki here tonight. His submission move is called the Dragon Slayer, and how ironic would it be if he was able to slay the Dragon of Japan, Loki Suzuki. And here comes said Dragon of Japan, Loki Suzuki. A man who picked up the submission victory over Kaz last week. Loki Suzuki returned to NCW Season 2 after dropping weight to join the Cruiserweights, but that may be all for naught if he wins tonight. You look at his World Elite brothers. Ken Phillips, current King of the Ring champion. Eddie Knight, current Intercontinental champion. And Corvo Jack, the new United States champion. Loki Suzuki looking for the undisputed championship. Put himself against the rest of the pack. But of course, first that begins by defeating Bruce Coleman here tonight. And earning either 2 or 3 points. As Bruce Coleman launches him off the ropes, and here we go, drop kick to the knee. And now looking to continue working on said leg. Well, which is kind of strange since Bruce Coleman needs to target the head in order to lock in to do damage with that Dragon Slayer. Well, Loki Suzuki, he has the Loki Clutch, which does damage to the leg, but he also has... Wait, no, it's the Loki Lock that's for the legs. The Loki Clutch is for the neck, or for the head region. And now Bruce Coleman... Look at it, this is going to be a technical match. Both men looking to tie each other up. Both men looking to do damage to each other's limbs. Not to mention reversing each other. Suzuki in the white and red. Bruce Coleman in the red and white. Or more maroon than anything else. I guess. Well, if you don't know which one's which, then you kind of have problems. Well, once again, Bruce Coleman targeting that leg. Looking to break the limb of Loki Suzuki. Look at those big clubbing shots to the back of the head. Suzuki going down after 2. And Bruce Coleman coming in, forearm to the face of Loki Suzuki, looking for the cover. 1, but able to kick out. This match just getting started. Oh, and Loki Suzuki, big shoulder tackle to the knee of Bruce Coleman, and now these raking forearms across the face. Loki Suzuki looking to roll him over here. Can he score the win? 1. No. 2.5 minutes down. And a big right hand to the rib. Loki Suzuki caught whatever Bruce Coleman was thinking. Now, what's he looking for here? An interesting submission move, but Bruce Coleman was able to get out of it. Loki Suzuki jacks the jaw, down goes Coleman. Oh, and that big boot to the face, and Bruce Coleman in trouble. And here we go, looking for the Loki Clutch. And Bruce Coleman in trouble. Will he submit? Is Loki Suzuki gonna join Seth Goldman at the top of the food chain? No. Bruce Coleman able to get out with that big elbow to the face. Bruce Coleman now Irish whip into the corner. Chops at the throat. And now looking to set. Loki Suzuki top rope. What's he thinking here? Looking for a superplex. And is that enough to put Loki Suzuki down? As Bruce Coleman mocking, or taunting, I guess. There we go, big forearm. Irish whip now into the corner. Oh, and just raking the eyes. Bruce Coleman doing whatever it takes to pick up the victory here. And now, neck breaker. That is the kind of despicable man that Bruce Coleman is. He calls himself the superior athlete. And that has just lit a fire in the gut of Loki Suzuki, going right after that leg, but able to kick out. Oh, and a good right hand to the gut. Oh, and a beautiful drop kick to the leg. Loki Suzuki goes down. Bruce Coleman now looking for the cover. One. Ooh, only a 1 count. Both men trying to wipe out the other's legs. And Bruce Coleman now looking to end it all. Here we go. Ooh, counter. Loki Suzuki now looking for that Loki lock. Locked in. Can he get him to tap? Bruce Coleman's got the ropes right in front of him. But funny enough, he tapped the rope. But either way, Loki Suzuki 6 points. Tying with Seth Goldman. Like I said, if you're able to win by submissions, it doesn't matter whether you lose your first match, second match, or third match. As long as you're able to win all your victories by submission, you can still win the B Block tournament. Or you can win either of the tournaments. But this was a back and forward match. But in the end, no matter what shenanigans Bruce Coleman tried, Loki Suzuki is the man to stand upon the top of the pack. The question is, can he tap out the four who sit at the top of the food chain along with him? Seth Goldman, Christian Rainey, Frankie Stevens, and DJ Young. Can Loki Suzuki tap them out? We'll have to find out in the coming weeks, but for now, big victory for the Dragon of Japan. Here we go, next match. One of the men who was leading the pack, but still has that opportunity to continue leading the pack. That's right, we're talking about the King Shooter himself, Christian Rainey, who is currently 2-0 in the All-Stars tournament. Currently sitting on 4 points after big victories over Will Ospreay and Cody Simmons. Will defeat come at the hands of Andreas Gonzalez tonight? Christian Rainey says, I don't think so. Because he's only got one target in mind, and that target is first place by the end of the 13 rounds. Question is, can he do it? Kind of the underdog against top tier talent like Hiroshi Tanahashi, DJ Young, Seth Goldman, Andy Cox, Frankie Stevens, among others. And one of them being Andreas Gonzalez, but Gonzalez 0 points so far. But he can still turn it all around tonight if he can get a big victory over Christian Rainey. Of course, he is 6 points behind the top of the pack, but if he starts winning and if they start losing, everything could be turned around in an instant. Because after tonight, we still got 10 rounds to go. And anything can and will happen in that 10 rounds. I mean, nobody expected El Texical to make it to the final 4 of the King of the Ring. Nobody expected Andreas Gonzalez to make it to the final 8. Christian Rainey to make it to the final 16. And nobody expected Ken Phillips to win the King of the Ring, considering he was just a dark horse. But the King of the Ring is not the same as All Stars. King of the Ring is you've got to be the best on that night. All Stars, you have to be the best every night. And Andreas Gonzalez looking to prove that he is still one of the best to enter the doors of NCW. As he's working on the lower back of Christian Rainey with those solid kicks. Now Christian Rainey looking to show that he is the next generation of NCW as he nails the brainbuster. Sure, he may have walked in the doors, sure, Spike Masters may have made short work of him, but Christian Rainey has definitely rebounded since then. Oh, look at that, playing safe there. Gonzalez tried for a dropkick, but knew that Christian Rainey could have been thinking of a reversal there. And here we go, off the ropes. Hurricanrana, oh, caught. Christian Rainey with that power to nail the power bomb on Andreas Gonzalez, and now going after that leg, looking to cut the high flyer down from the base. And here we go. Looking brainbuster. Gonzalez holding that neck. Christian Rainey may have done some damage, but looking to do more with that blockbuster. Gonzalez saw him coming. Christian Rainey now scoops him up on the shoulder. Andreas Gonzalez reverse DDT. And here he goes, soccer ball kick to the back. Following up with a shooting star. And here he goes off the rope looking frog splash. Got caught in the rib section with the head of Christian Rainey. But Gonzalez now looking for the cover. Can he get it? One. No, absolutely not. But Christian Rainey just stomping away. I mean, not Christian Rainey. Andreas Gonzalez stomping away at Christian Rainey. Possibly looking to set him up for that Gonzalez. For that lung blower. Or lumbar check. Here we go, Gonzalez looking. Sunset flip powerbomb. Christian Rainey able to kick Gonzalez away. Could we really be in the dawn of a new era of NCW? Gonzalez looking angle slam. Gonzalez could be, well, Gonzalez has been to the top of the mountain and he doesn't want to let go of that spot. He wants to once again get there, prove that he's not the old generation, but he's got to get through the new generation in order to do so. Christian Rainey, Seth Goldman, Frankie Stevens among others. Look at that, tries to throw Christian Rainey out of the ring. Gonzalez doesn't know that he's there, waiting, perched on the top rope as he comes down with a double axe handle. And Gonzalez in trouble. Irish whip now into the corner. That's Christian Rainey now looking for the 3-point barrage. Here's barrage number 1. There he goes, other side of the rope. Number 2. And looking for the 3rd. As the King Shooter nails all 3. Here we go, jacks the jaw. Christian Rainey staggered. Gonzalez now sling blade. Now Gonzalez heading up top rope. Looking for a moonsault. Hooks the leg. Can he score the pin? 1, 2, 3. No. Christian Rainey able to get that shoulder up. But Gonzalez not done. Goes back to the top rope. Gonzalez looking to come off the top rope here. What's he thinking? Roderick Arana caught. And Christian Rainey looked to possibly hang him up on that top rope, but Andres Gonzalez able to get out of it. And now spin out backbreaker. Andreas Gonzalez in trouble. King shooter Christian Rainey. There it is. I wouldn't call it the King's Knee, but I'd call it the bullseye. That's what I'll call it. And just like that, target eliminated with that single shot. Especially when the target was the head of Andres Gonzalez. Look at him rolling around in pain after making that mistake off that frog splash. Look at his 3-point barrage. Gonzalez tried with a beautiful moonsault, but not enough to keep the King shooter down. Able to get that shoulder up at 2, and here we go with the bullseye. And that's all Christian Rainey needed to continue to be at the top of the mountain with 6 points alongside Loki Suzuki and Seth Goldman. It's going to be interesting when the top of the table clashes. So congrats.